old subscribers, and thank you to my new subscribers. And if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, like. That lets me know that you want more of this book, and it also encourages me, like, oh, there are people out there that actually enjoy what I do. So, yeah, we're gonna start with buildings and massive monuments. Let's get into it. It took over 22 centuries to complete the Great Wall of China. It was built, rebuilt, and extended by mainly imperial dynasties and kingdoms. The wall exceeds 12,000 miles, which is 20,000 kilometers. There's a building in London called the Walkie-Talkie Building that's shaped in such a way that it reflects sunlight like a giant magnifying glass, literally melting cars on the street below. The Lego Brook is a concrete bridge in Germany that has become famous for being painted to look like a giant bridge made of Lego blocks. The world's largest treehouse is located in Tennessee and is 10 stories, 10,000 square feet, 900 square meters. Took 11 years to make, but it cost only $12,000 since it was made of mostly recycled materials. The Pyramid of Giza was built from 2 million stone bricks, with the stones weighing more than 2 tons each. It was built over the course of 85 years. There is a 16-story office building in Osaka, Japan, called the Gate Tower Building that has an entire highway that passes through the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors of the structure. In 2014, Budapest broke the world record for the tallest Lego tower ever built, made of 450,000 colorful bricks, topped with a large Hungarian Rubik's Cube. The structure stands at 114 feet, 34 meters tall in front of St. Stephen Basilica. In 2013, Vietnam unveiled a steel bridge that's shaped like a dragon that literally shoots fire out of its mouth. It's called the Dragon Bridge. The world's largest privately constructed nuclear fallout shelter is the Ark 2. It began being built in the 1980s by Bruce Beach, just north of Toronto. It's 10,000 square feet, 929 square meters, and is composed of 42 school buses mixed with concrete, runs on internal generators, and has its own chapel, decontamination room, and radio station. Some buildings in the U.S., such as the White House, the Empire State Building, the Sears Building, and the Dodger Stadium, are so large that they have their own zip codes. Even though the Eiffel Tower is stable on its 4 legs, it is known to move. The 900-foot, 320-meter structure can sway if the wind is strong enough, or expand 7 inches, 17.7 centimeters, if the sun is hot enough. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, standing at 2,700 feet, 830 meters. Construction started in 2004 and took 4 years to complete, until its demolition in 2012. 1% of Greenland's entire population lived in one apartment building called Block P. The most expensive thing ever created is the International Space Station at a cost of $160 billion and rising as new sections are added. There is a skywalk on Tiananmen Mountain in China, which is 200 feet, 61 meters long with 8.2 feet, 2.5-meter thick glass. The bridge is so high up that it allows visitors to look down on the peaks of smaller mountains below. The Intempo skyscraper in Spain has 47 floors, but no elevators. The first building to have more than 100 floors was the Empire State Building. Cool. That's the title of the section we're heading into. Thailand celebrates a festival each year named Lo Krathong, where they release thousands upon thousands of sky lanterns, filling up the night sky as tradition. When Stephen Hawking was asked what his IQ was, he responded, "I have no idea, but people who boast about their IQ are losers." There's a cruise ship named The World, where residents permanently live as it travels around the globe. An apartment on board costs $2 million, while you fork out $270,000 a year for maintenance costs. China is building a car-free city called the Great City that will house 80,000 people. It will use 48% less energy, 58% less water, produce 89% less landfill waste, and 60% less carbon dioxide than a conventional city of the same size. Harris Rosen was a self-made millionaire that decided to fund a small neighborhood named D'Angelo Park. Harris helped reduce the crime rate by over 50% and increase graduation for high school from 20% to 100% by giving everyone free child care and scholarships. The Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai offers their guests a 24-karat gold iPad for the duration of their stay. There's a vending machine in Singapore that dispenses a Coke to anybody that hugs it. Newman's Own Food has donated 100% of its post-tax profits to charity since 1982, totaling over $400 million. There's a resort in Japan called the Tomamu Resort that's located on top of a mountain peak that allows patrons to view a sea of fluffy white clouds beneath them. In the UK, people that reach their 100th birthday or their 60th wedding anniversaries are sent a personalized card from the Queen. The oldest hotel in the world is the Nishiyama Onsen Yunkan in Japan. It was founded in 705 AD and has had 52 generations of the same family operating it since it was founded. In Australia, there's a bookstore where books are wrapped in paper with the short descriptions. This way, they are buying a book without judging it by its cover. There is a man named Tim Harris with Down syndrome who owns and runs a restaurant in Albuquerque, New Mexico called Tim's Place, where they serve breakfast, lunch, and hugs. It's the only known restaurant owned by a person with Down syndrome, and it's known as the world's friendliest restaurant. Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia has opened a puppy room where students can go play with puppies to relieve stress. Former billionaire Chuck Finney has given away over 99% was $6.3 billion to help unprivileged kids go to college, resulting in him having $2 million left. Every factory employee at Ben and Jerry's gets to take home 3 pins of ice cream every day. A 102-year-old man named Alan Swift from Connecticut drove the same 1928 Rolls-Royce Phantom one for close to 77 years before he died in 2005. In 2005, John Alask, a Swedish millionaire, bought a plot of land almost 500,000 acres big in the Amazon rainforest just so he could preserve it. The largest indoor water park in the world is the Seagaya Ocean Dome in Japan at 900 feet, 300 meters long, and 328 feet, 100 meters wide. In 2011, Barack Obama became the first president to have ever brewed beer in the White House. The beer was named White House Honey Owl. In Finland, when you earn your PhD, you're given a doctoral hat that looks like a top hat as well as a doctoral sword. There's a school called Ordinary Miracle in Yoshkar Ola, Russia, that looks like a fairy tale castle. A man named Sergei Mamiev had built it for his wife, who wanted to teach at a school that children would actually want to go to. The small pocket in your large pocket of your jeans was originally meant for your pocket watch. In March 2013, a man got a tattoo of the word Netflix on his side, for which, after tweeting a picture of it to the company, gave him a free year of service. At the Crocosaurus Cove Aquarium in Australia, there's a popular tourist attraction called the Cage of Death, which allows you to go up close and personal with the giant crocodiles. There is a luxury hotel in Fiji called Poseidon Resort, where for $15,000 a week, there's a Canadian toy company called Child's Own Studios that turns children's drawings into stuffed animals. There's an alarm clock named Clocky that has wheels and runs away and hides if you don't get out of bed on time. Norway allows any student from anywhere in the world to study at their public universities completely free of charge. Tourists throw away over €1 million into the Trevi Fountain in Rome each year. The city uses this money to fund a supermarket for the poor. Henry Ford was the first industrial giant to give his workers both Saturday and Sunday off in hopes that it would encourage more leisure use of vehicles, hence popularizing the concept of the weekend. Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Aston Martins are all used as police cars in Dubai. The Santa Rita do Sapucaí prison in Brazil allows its inmates to pedal exercise bikes to power lights in a nearby town in exchange for reduced sentences. For every 16 hours that they pedal, 1 day is reduced from their sentence. In 2012, a man in China named Zhao Fen had 9,999 red roses sewn into a dress for his girlfriend before asking for her hand in marriage. There is a house-sized shoebox in Amsterdam that is an Adidas store. Sweden recycles so well that it actually has to import garbage from Norway in order to fuel its waste to power energy plants. There is a swing at the edge of a cliff in Ecuador that has no safety measures. It hangs from a treehouse overlooking an active volcano called a swing at the end of the world. In the University of Victoria in British Columbia, Canada, you can take a course in the science of Batman. It uses a caped crusader to explain the human condition and the limitations of human mind and body. In Chongqing, China, there's a zoo called the Ledu Wildlife Zoo, where visitors are placed in cages instead of the animals. The cages are stalked by lions and tigers, so the guests are warned to keep their fingers and hands inside the cage at all times. On the first day of school, children in Germany, Austria, and Czech Republic are given a cardboard cone filled with toys and sweets known as Suchultut. The deepest indoor pool is located in Brussels, Belgium, named Nemo 33 at 108 feet, 32 meters deep. The WOOF, or the Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms, WWOOF, is an international program that allows you to travel the world with free food and accommodation in exchange for volunteer work. In 2007, a twin was born 34 minutes after her brother, but because of a daylight savings time adjustment, she was actually born 26 minutes before her brother. George Barber Bellinger from Alabama had several life-size dinosaurs built and placed over his 10,000-acre home in 1991. In 2013, a company called Limit Zero created a 2,300-foot, 720-meter international zip line between Spain and Portugal. It's estimated that there are approximately 3 million shipwrecks on the ocean floor, worth billions of dollars in value and treasure. MARK Zuckerberg has signed the Given Pledge, a campaign created by Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, which encourages wealthy people to contribute the majority of their wealth to philanthropic causes. In 1993, Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, went back to high school to earn his GED decades after dropping out because he was worried kids may see his success as an excuse to also drop out of school. The Technical University of Munich built slides 4 stories high to help their students get to class quickly instead of them having to take the stairs. The Canadian Post Office has assigned a postal code of HOHOHO to the North Pole, where anyone can send a letter to Santa Claus. Every year, more than 1 million letters are addressed to Santa Claus, each of which are answered in the same language they were written in. Tap water in Canada is regulated to a higher standard than bottled water. In Siberia, there's a toilet located 8,500 feet, 2,591 meters above sea level at the top of the Altai Mountains. It serves the workers of an isolated weather station and is known as the world's loneliest toilet. On Maroho Island, Brazilian police ride water buffaloes when they patrol the streets instead of horses.